I am actually wonder how many actually do know that All Might's quirk could be transferred to someone else. Because now it seems like All Might just said a selected few. At the beginning he said it was 5, but then again he only meant the school, and then he said a selected few, and now I actually wonder how many are a selected few. Who knows? Yes, I am talking about Boku no Hero Academia, My Hero Academia 1 to 7. Last time Deku failed to make Sir Nighteye laugh. However, the reason for his anger is not exactly because he felt like Deku is mocking All Might, but more for the fact that when he shows the face, he says All Might doesn't have wrinkles like this, proving and confirming for us that although this is actually kind of funny. Sir Nighteye looks like an extremely serious man. He's extremely lanky, not like the muscular and overdramatic, although he's not muscular anymore. You know, the muscular image that was All Might. He is actually a fanboy, almost more than Deku. Only difference is he is open about it. Just not as oh my god geeky moment. More like yes, this is how you do it. Because see, corrects Deku's face, saying this it should be like this in this moment and stuff like that. Deku looks at the room and sees that Sir Knight I have much of All Knight's merchandise, including merchandise that he find that something that cannot even exist anymore. So instead of making Sir Knight I laugh, he actually begins to show his fanboy enthusiasm by mentioning something that few people know: the vinegar suicide incident, which is actually he calls something where All Might saved a middle schooler that had a quirk that could change water to vinegar. Uh, and when he did that, he still had a smile, even though his eyes were squinting. And Suteko says he was going to use that. So Night Eye does say that because, after all, he was paired up with him, and he mentions something like "Look back on my old days." So he then mentions something like even though there were no villains, there was something truly remarkable. And then he said some line which Sir Night-Eye do himself. So when Sir Night-Eye asks, "Are you testing me?" "No, it's just that you were man with noted to that man. I just wanted to, I guess, get so excited." So, but Sir Night-Eye doesn't exactly acknowledge his Deku yet, because even he doesn't stamp the the stamp and saying that, because apparently the his place actually only benefits, his office actually only employs a few psychics, maybe even two, and one student interns. So how would they profit from that? What can he actually asks Deku a correct question? What would you benefit from society? What do you want to contribute to society, and what do you benefit to others? You must, if you wish me for acknowledgement, you must demonstrate that to me. After all, he compares everything to All Might, especially during even in his last moment. He granted hope to fight off crimes and everything else. So he challenges Deku to take the stamp away from him in 3 minutes. If he does that, then he'll do it. If not, then he has to leave and never come back. And as he asks Mirio and the rest to leave, Mirio actually silently becomes worried about Deku, because apparently, thanks to Night Eye's affect quirk, it's gonna be difficult. So even though Deku tries everything much more, even after 1 minute he still cannot grab it, because Sir Night Eye's quirk is called foresight. Something like by touching any part of his target and matching his gaze with theirs, he's able to see the action of that person who will take in advance for a period of 1 hour. However, Deku suggests in his mind that even though he can predict it, it doesn't mean he can keep up with it, meaning if he just gets fast enough. And so Sir Night-Eye confirms that he does indeed know about the quirk, and actually talks down on Deku, saying, "I had high expectations for you, and even though you hold the power of the symbol of peace, villains have grown more enthusiastic, and now we're heading for shadows. Mirio is the one who should have inherited One for All. As Deku for the first time hears that Mirio was one of potential All Might's successors. Sir Nighteye says he has always have, even now, immense respect and affection for All Might. Even though All Might since they broke up and he has a difficult time talking to him, apparently Nighteye still consider him a very big hero. But when it came to successors, he cannot see the intentions. So Deku actually in his mind begins to wonder, does that mean there were others before me? And so Nighteye just simply says, there's someone much more worthy of One for All. I do not acknowledge you in the slightest. Thinking about everything that happened, even for the fact that what he wants to and makes it to the top, Deku puts on a serious face and mentions that the words All Might said to him, "You can become a hero," those were the words meant everything to him. He has to surpass him, and so he decides to do another style, not the simplest style as just full cowl or anything else. Now he decides to do it Gran Torino style by jumping around. After everything that have happened between him and All Might, and even though there might be someone more worthy, he says with the fierce determination in his mind that All Might chose me. I will be making you stamp those papers because I will get you to acknowledge me no matter what. As I said in last week, Deku has gotten some dark obsession with this of being on the top, but at the same time, he does want to be acknowledged. Those words, "you can become a hero," that did mean everything to him. But now I begin to wonder, so Nighteye made a point when it says, "What would you contribute to the society?" Because now I'm actually beginning to forget. I thought Deku wanted to be a genuine hero. But now, I wonder. So give me your thoughts if you have any.